I always forget. I'm just I am a bundle of.
You need to move your mic closer to you.
Oh, is that better? Probably
Maybe
low. Hold on.
I bet it's low.
It's always fun, guys. My computer likes to turn itself down all by itself just because it, shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Is
Okay.
that better? There you go.
Keep going. I can't hear you,
You
but
can't hear me at all still?
I mean, I can hear you, but I have to be like, what is she saying?
You realize that if I get really loud, you're going to be really disappointed that I turned it up. Because it didn't save it. Okay, let's see if it stays there now. Is that better?
I can't hear you at
You
all.
still can't hear me. You still can't hear me?
Let's let everybody else. Everybody, can you
hear me?
Marley okay, or am I just crazy?
Y'all hear me? I don't know, but while they're waiting, I just thought I would have you tell your husband that I'm having my leftover can of cranberry sauce. Oh, it's so good. I said they can hear me.
Perfect. And then it's me. That's fine.
All
as long as you can hear her, that's good. That's good. At first, I thought you were eating beets, and then I was like, ugh.
Oh, I like beets, but no, that's not what I'm eating.
It's like the only thing I don't like.
Oh, that's funny.
Like,
I love pickled beets. Like when you're at a salad bar and they have the pickled beets with your salad, and they touch the ranch just ever so slightly, and you get to nibble it.
You can say whatever you want.
Good.
I will not eat them.
Oh, that's delicious. No. That's delicious. So
it's like you're eating Jello, that you're eating cranberry sauce. Just
cranberry sauce.
How's in that?
Mm-hmm. I literally poured the can in and I like cubed it. I did. Look, it's like big ass cubes. Like you can still see the can. Oh, it's so good. And I knew I was going to want it, but it was in my pantry. So I put it in my fridge last night so that when I got it out today, it was cold. So I'm very excited.
That's really funny.
Anyways, so I was in the middle of writing a blog post and lost track of time completely.
Well,
and I still have to write the blog post because it's one of the free patterns today.
Oh.
Because my son, he just doesn't realize some things, but there's a blog post about the pattern, but it doesn't have the pattern. It has links to the pattern, but it's not.
I know which one. I know which one you're talking about, and I didn't say anything because it had the link.
Yeah,
it didn't have the patterns in it. It had the link to each of the ones.
Yeah, so
this one is a twofer. Like there's two.
Yeah. So I was just writing a blog post to put both of the patterns just in it. Oh. And so I was in the middle of doing that. So I might kind of be doing that behind the scenes as we're sitting here chatting.
Lovely.
Unless we can get off here in an hour. If you can get me on in 45 minutes, then I could have a little bit of time. Make sure it gets up. I don't know. I got to make sure let me text him real quick. Make sure he knows not to put that up because I put it in the spreadsheet. I was like, don't post
yet
today's okay, I just told him. So I filmed a reel because he needed a reel for one of the patterns today. It's a stuffed animal. When you see it, you're gonna be like, "Oh dear God, what is she doing?
What is she doing again?
What is she doing?
Why is she being?"
But I'm just when you see it, hopefully he'll post it. When you see it, I hope that you can see can see how my head was going. Like I saw the stuffed animal and I was like, "Oh, I know what song I'm using." So, yeah, you're gonna love it. Gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hey, how's everybody doing? We are on our second week in January. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I heard somebody today was like, they were trying to be funny, but it is kind of true. They're like, welcome to the second week of depression. I was like, it's kind of true. Like over here in the East Coast, it's like winter, and you're like, well, you don't even have anything to look forward to. You're like, it's gonna be winter for a really long time.
I know it's only week 2 of January, but so much has happened in January so far, politically, economically, socially, personally. I feel like we're like in December already.
It
feel like I have lived so many months in 2 weeks.
it has been a long time. I mean, I will say that like it is kind of nice of what Josiah is doing with the treat yourself January, because you're going through like all of your old stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because what you guys don't know is like Marley sends me pictures of like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, what is that? Like I've never seen it before. I don't know what you're talking about. Because like that's how old some of the things they're pulling out are.
Yeah.
And like it's a very weird space to be in because you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Especially when you pull out some of the stuff and I'm like, God, I can't believe I still have this. And then I look up when it was published and I'm like, this is nearly 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it was yesterday, but this is nearly 20 years old.
Yeah, and that's a lovely feeling, but you have much older kids than I do. So like that would be a super weird thing to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Well, it's like with Josiah, I'm like, some of this stuff is as old as you are, kid. Like as we're pulling everything out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Josiah Muncie, Josiah had another load of stuff to ship out and he added your stuff to that. So you should have it like soon. Like I think it shipped out. Not well, yesterday was Sunday. So it must be going out.
Today.
I don't know when. It's not my job. So, but he's I don't know. Some people bought like 3 more samples. And so he's like, I got to ship these out. And I said, send this yarn. He's like, okay. So I don't know. I'll check with him.
Good.
I'll check with him. But yeah, the samples. And what's really weird now is, okay, let's talk about size inclusivity.
Yeah.
Which we've talked about before. Mm-hmm. And, we both started, I started in 2007 is when I started designing. I think you were just a little bit before me.
I was a bit before that, yeah.
Yeah, because you had stuff in a book before I had started.
Yeah.
Anyways, back then there were blogs, but there weren't a lot of people like designing for blogs, guys. Like it was, if you wanted to be a professional designer, you did stuff for magazines and you did stuff for books. I mean, you could put stuff on your blog, but you were considered just this hobbyist. Okay. Like blogging was not the thing. And
you didn't do it for money.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And when you do things for magazines and books, they want you to make their sample size. The sample size is to fit the models, just like how like in Vogue and the Runway and all that, they have the sample sizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're making sample sizes to fit like a 32-inch bust, 34-inch bust if you're lucky. If it's plus size, it's 38-inch bust.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my older samples, there is no way in hell I'm ever fitting into them. Like they would they wouldn't fit your daughter. They're so small. They're so small.
Marley and I were talking about this because so my daughter is 16 and she's a swimmer. So she's incredibly athletic and tiny. But I was like, Ellie couldn't fit into a 32 or a 34.
No.
Like there's no way she would fit into that. And I'm like, those are very little people.
Very small.
Very like, because Ellie is little. Like, like when she's like just buying clothes, she's buying a size small.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, wow, what were we doing back then? Like,
I don't know. And how did those models fit into anything? Like, so I pulled out, was it the Bello something or whatever shrug that was free, or that is free on the website, but was a treat yourself, whatever, a couple days ago. That was the one I tried it on with you, right? Like I tried, because I was trying to do reels. I mean, y'all, I was just like, this should be a reel. This would go viral. Like, I'm like, what were we thinking? Like, how do you do that? But it all goes to the thing here is that the reason I'm a designer of clothes is because I couldn't fit into any of that. Mm-hmm. And I never saw anything on anybody my size, like ever. Yeah. And a lot of the stuff, I have felt for a long time, I'm going to rephrase this. Back then, designers did not educate themselves on how to properly size up to a plus size. Right. Like a lot of them did not understand how it worked. And so they would just exponentially increase things. And so they would write something my size, which they sometimes went up to a 3X, but usually would stop at a 2X. And it wouldn't fit. Like it was so disproportionate. So I'm so glad that all of that has changed. But my point, all of here is, so I have all these samples that don't fit. But then as time went on, when I was working a lot for Love of Knitting and Love of Crochet, we did a lot of samples in larger sizes and a lot of men's stuff. And so now I can fit into those. And I'm very excited. And those are the pictures I'm sending to Robin. I'm like, does this look okay on me? Like, can I wear this? And she's like, what is that? What do we?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It is very funny, and it's funny when you look back. I remember Barocco; they were one of the first yarn companies that used a woman who was older than 50, and I was like, "This is amazing!" Because I'm like, "Why are we using all of these children who are 21?"
Yep. Classic Elite was the first one that I saw that was plus size. They had a whole leaflets that Jillian and Amy Singer, they did them. They did the books also, but they did a lot of those patterns, and it was like curvy knits, I think is what they called it. But that was the first plus size I saw on those, and I was so excited. I remember when I met Amy Singer at TNNA. Do you guys know who Amy Singer is? She's the owner of Knitty. And she has authored several different Big Girl Knits books and stuff. And so I saw her at TNNA, and I was like Tom Cruise on Oprah's couch, like ecstatic that I was meeting Amy Singer. Like I was so excited because she just changed the way I looked at knitting for myself. You know, like I did entire classes at KnitKnack where the students bought the book and we picked which patterns we wanted to do out of the book. And we just went through like a whole year and made patterns.
Well, I just think it's funny because like going through these old patterns, like a lot of it, I have to like remove size. It would be like, it's size inclusive and it only goes to 3X. I'm like, we can't say that.
Yeah.
That has to come off. Or like, you're like, well, that's not true anymore.
Yeah. Back in the day, that's what it was.
They're old patterns.
Right. Yesterday, I don't know if you noticed this, like I went in and I changed the Canva too, but like my very first knit crochet pattern that was released, it was the Amimono, right? And it is a kimono style cardigan, right? Not saying it is a kimono, that's an actual design, that's a name of a shape, whatever. And so I had named it Amimono because that means knitting or crochet in Japanese. So I was like, oh, that's a play on Amimono kimono. That sounds good. Well, now that's very much like cultural appropriation, right? So I was like, I went back and forth because I'm just like, well, it is a style, like that is the actual shape of this cardigan. But I don't want to upset anybody. And does it really matter if I change it to just cardigan? Like it's a crochet cardigan. So that's what I changed the name to just Amimono crochet cardigan. And in Ravelry, you can make an alias to where what it used to be called.
What it was used to be called.
Yeah. So I did that
because it's not actually a cardigan shape.
No, but like what do you do?
Yeah, it doesn't wrap. It doesn't.
Because it is a kimono shape, but I don't want to.
But not really, not in
that it is a kimono. It's that whole square. I don't know, whatever. But it's things like that, like
But even that doesn't seem right because it's just like it's like a piece that you would wear as a shawl. It's a lightweight. It's very light.
It can close. You can close it. I don't know. It's just like,
I hate naming things.
It's the worst
because that's the worst. Because like in 10 years from now, they'll be like, oh, that's not really a blah, 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 blah. That's a da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
there's, I mean, it's all sorts of little things like that. Like I know I have a couple patterns that we did with buffalo wool yarn and we used a lot of Indian names, not trying to be insensitive or anything, just for whatever reason. And now I'm just like, I need to change those because I didn't think about it. You didn't think about that, I didn't think about it. I don't know. It's things like that. Like you're in this for 20 years and the things that change, like no longer are we doing stuff for magazines. you
No.
couldn't pay me enough to do a book. Well, let's say this. The publishers don't pay me enough to do a book.
Well, yeah.
Like there's no way. Like y'all, if people are doing a book, they are not getting paid. Like it's not like crafting, you're not getting paid. It's
Unless they're doing it for themselves. Unless they
that's
publish
different.
the book
But if
themselves.
you're doing it for a publisher, no. It's ridiculous.
Not unless
the
there's
amount of work.
some wild thing going on that we
No,
don't know
there's
about.
I'm not doing that. I mean, I blog, I have my YouTube channel. I rethink of the way I do my patterns. We do the sizing differently. We write patterns differently. We include more now because we can, because we're not restricted by page counts, and
Mhm.
we can give the details that we want. Like it's wild, and
It
it's
is wild how different it is in that how you had to make everything really, really short when you were working for magazines because space is money.
yes.
And you couldn't go into detail on anything. Like you
No.
had to like think, oh, well, I would like to include this note, but I can't because I don't have enough space
Yeah.
because it will trigger it to go over. Like stuff like that was
Yeah.
really, really hard.
Yeah. It's just it's quite interesting how all of this has changed. And like, I don't know if y'all know this, but like a plus size is a size 12 is considered plus size in the modeling world, 12, 14. And if you see that now, it's like, oh, okay, they're kind of plus size, but they're still real thin and all that. But like back then it was like, wow, that's a big girl. And it's just weird. Like I think now seeing pictures of I'm going back and forth. When I first started doing clothing for myself, when I had an option to make things my size and model things myself, I chose not to, because I did not want to not only be judged on my design and judged how I look in my design and then judged on how I present it was just too much. I didn't want to be judged on how I looked in my stuff. Now I don't care. Now I'm like, I want to make stuff for me. I want to wear it. I'm tired of having boxes and boxes of stuff I can't wear.
It is very funny. I do sometimes think, because I would prefer not to be known at all. Because like when we first started, there was a designer who was unbelievably popular, and she didn't go to anything. She didn't have anything, but like she was super prolific. And I'm always like, how can I do that? Like, because all of this modern day where, you have to do all these things. And I'm like, yuck. Everything that you and Brianna and MJ, all of the things that you do to promote yourself, yuck.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the older guard than us, because we're considered old guard now, like, right? Like
I'm well aware.
we're the old fogies.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm.
But like
Mm-hmm.
you watch like Nikki Epstein, and you watch oh my God, my brain just went blanked out. She's actually like one of my favorite designers. She's a knitting and crochet designer. She does a lot of stuff for Vogue. Her sister is the editor of Vogue. What is her name?
I know who you're talking about. That's fine.
She is amazing. I've never met her. I've never seen her ever.
That's who I'm talking about. Yes.
Oh, is it? Yeah. She's out of this world amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like impossible anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of it is. It's a very different changing world. But all that to say is now you have new patterns that you get to wear. New sweaters, I should say. You have new sweaters that you get to wear, which is really nice, that you're enjoying, which is fun to see for you.
Yeah, the one I showed you the other day that I wore it upstairs. I had it on as I was filming, and I wore it upstairs, and John's like, when did you make that? Like, where is that? I was like, this is like 14 years old. And it's vintage, Barocco vintage. And I'm like, this is really nice to wear. Like, I've never worn anything with it.
Well, I feel like also like you have to like start taking note of what the yarns are, because it's really good to know like, oh, this is going to last so many years in the future. Like you're putting in the effort and it's still going to look great, because it's not the case with all yarns. That's not how.
No, not at all. But I am full stop. I am ready to make some more stuff with Barocco Vintage because I'm like, I could absolutely wear some more stuff with this.
Yeah, I've always liked Barocco Vintage. I've done a lot with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else is up? What else is happening?
So I want to push you next week to start the crochet blanket.
Yes.
So after you get through with Josiah stuff, I'm going to force you this week to get up the info on the crochet blanket.
That's on my list this week anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all on there.
Next week. So Marley proposed last week, if you haven't heard, of doing a year-long blanket, a crochet one and a knit one. And so we'll start with the crochet one, and it'll be like, for the crochet, it's one block a month, and for the knit one, it'll probably like be one stripe a month, but something that you can do. Worst of weight, use scrap yarn, type of thing. But
Yeah.
Marley will get up more details.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I wouldn't like. I think you could get started even if you were you weren't sure what yarn you wanted to use. Because like, especially with a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing, it's all like, oh, I want to try that technique. So you might want to like try it and then make the block in like whatever yarn that you eventually choose type of thing.
Yeah.
Is how I was thinking about it.
Because the blanket, the crochet blanket, I made it out of Chic Sheep. So it's just a worsted weight. I mean, you could make anything, you can make it out of anything you want.
And it's a blanket, so if you want to use something bigger, you're going to have a bigger blanket.
Yeah,
like,
not that big of a deal.
I really don't think, like, I wouldn't, none of that, like, none of the next level. I always call those things like the next level when it comes to knitting of crocheting. Don't worry about your gauge. Like, just grab something that you enjoy.
Yeah. And you know, I'm not going to pick 4 colors. So as long as you get like 2, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah. And I forget if you have any color work in the crochet one.
Yeah, is there
a few?
There's entrelac and there's a couple of other like striped color work.
Okay, so like you're gonna want a few colors, but like if you don't want to do as many as Marley, do whatever you want. Like make the blanket yours. This is more of like an exploration of stitches than it is like making a blanket.
And it'll be the same thing for the knitters. I'm leaning towards one color. I know that's a shocker, but I'm leaning towards one color. It just makes more sense, especially when you're going to do a lot of texture and stuff. Having a lighter color, I think, is good.
Sure. Or you can do stripes.
I thought about that. I'll play with it. I'll think about it some more.
Okay.
It's been in the back of my mind as I'm doing other things.
We've been talking a lot. It's funny when you do, because obviously this is a ton of photography. Marley's doing like an unbelievable amount of photography because I'm pushing her to do extra photography in the Jolly Holiday stuff so we can get that stuff on the website and get that out. If you've been waiting for one of those, like we're getting there. And then Josiah is pushing her to do all the other things. And so we've been looking at like different projects, like the knit blanket from Jolly Holiday, and we both thought Marley chose like the perfect off-white kind of tan, kind of oatmeal yarn that would show off like a knit and purl stitch pattern, and you can't see it at all.
In person, you can see it.
Oh, in person, it's great.
In person, you can see it. Photography. It's hard.
It's hard picking a color because like it's gorgeous in person, but yeah, like because with that, like you can't pick red, that won't work. You can't pick any dark color, none of those will show. So like you're doing like all these weird things, and you're like, oh, so that leaves me with baby blue,
right?
Like yuck.
I don't want that. No, I do not want that.
No, and it's a very weird problem to have.
Yeah. I don't know. You might be laughing at me. I was leaning towards like doing a pink blanket. And the reason I'm thinking about like magenta pink is I literally just bought magenta pink pillows for that area over there. And I was like, I could really use a pink blanket over here. So I think I might do that.
I would test the swatch by
Yeah.
photographing it,
Yeah.
not
Well,
by
I mean,
actually making it.
yeah, even if
And
I
you'll
did
see
the
it, and you'll
like
be
a
like,
color like bashful, like the bashful color, like that color.
I'd still worry. I was shocked with how tough the photography was with what I would have chosen being the perfect color.
Mhm.
So all of it makes me go, ooh,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
just take a take a photo.
It'll
Take a
all work
photo,
out.
see if you can see it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like,
Oh, oh gosh. But yeah, that's happening. So yeah, we're definitely going to do the blanket. Um it's funny because I had people leaving comments. They're like, "What yarn do I use? What this?" And I'm like, "Did y'all not catch the fact that I literally just pitched the idea last Monday? Like, that's as far as I've thought. that's it.
worsted weight. Get
Yeah,
worsted weight, a couple of balls.
yeah. Like, just be ready. It'll be fun. I
Mhm.
mean, fun for us. Um,
Hopefully fun for everybody,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
gives us something else to do.
yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh,
so what else?
I don't know.
I don't know. Our life has gotten to be very narrow because we're
Yeah,
not designing right now. All that we're doing is photography for Marley, website for Marley, advertising for Marley.
yeah. It's a lot. And then in the downtime, I'm finishing projects because I still have to film the button band for the cabled cardigan. I can't think of what it's called. The Crossroads. I have to film that, and I haven't filmed it yet because I'm not to that point on mine. Like I'm right there, but I haven't picked it up. I have to pick it up and do it. It's like, oh yes, game day is here. I did you get that text I sent you about what I was thinking for game day? Oh, okay. You'll have to look. Just
When did you send me a text back?
last night, not like a message, Facebook message. It was a link to a something, and I was like, this is what I've been thinking about doing for game day.
Oh, I didn't read that part of it. I just saw what you showed me.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I was like, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super consuming.
Mm-mm.
It's not scary. It's
Mm-mm.
easy.
Yeah.
I thought that would be fun. I don't know. Trying to do something different than a cowl. I don't want to do a cowl. I've
Mhm.
like done so many cowls lately.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's like cowls, hats. I was thinking like almost that like we plan out the year of like what it is because you don't want to be giving people 8 hats throughout the year because
Right.
you're like, maybe they don't live somewhere where they need a hat. Like,
Right?
you know,
Exactly. Exactly.
let's try to do these like game day or New Year's Eve, like they're the one-offs where they're just
Uh-huh.
one day of making sure that they're different kind of projects
Yeah, just something
all the
different.
time.
Yeah,
Not the
that's the
longer
goal.
ones.
That's the
But
goal.
do you want to tell everybody what we decided for Tournament of Stitches? Of
Sure, I
like
was gonna say that.
definitely what the project's going to be?
Yeah, we can yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll let you go. I'll let you spill the beans because I
Alright.
usually am the one that does
Right.
it.
So Tournament of Stitches is coming back. If you haven't been here for that, that one is a gigantic make-along.
Mhm.
We do it over multiple weeks.
I think it's
And
4 or 6 weeks. It's something
yeah,
like that.
and there's multiple ones you can choose.
Mhm.
So this is where, like, if you've been to the website, it'll say like Netflix and chill, like where that's like an easy pattern. To like I'm counting of like that's a hard pattern, like all these different. So for each week that we release like 3 different versions, sometimes 4, depending on what we're doing.
Yeah,
And you can choose any one
based
for
on your
that
concentration level.
like whatever you're feeling like, okay, this week I can have more in it. But like, so we decided really the only way to do that well is to do another shawl. So
Mhm.
if you were here, when did we do the shawls?
2 years ago? 3
Was it
years ago? 2 years
3?
ago.
It might have been 21, might have been 4 years ago.
21 was the blanket.
So was it after that or before that?
Might have been 22. Hold on, I'll go look. I don't know. We stopped doing it every year because it is so much work. it's important that, we get the return, so to speak. And there was a year there where literally like nobody was making anything with us. And we had to just, it was like, we got to take a break.
Yeah, it was a huge money killer for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we have to get multiple samples made.
Mhm.
We're making multiple samples. There's
Yeah, there's a
obviously, there's
lot of work. And
versions.
when we're working on it, we're not working on anything else. So if there's, and even we're not talking about like nobody buying the pattern. Like, yeah, I mean, that's one factor of it. But if nobody's even coming to the website to look at the pattern,
That's the
that
problem.
we hurt that there too, which is a huge problem for us.
Yeah,
So we want to make sure that we're spacing those events out, so that way we don't get you guys exhausted. It actually allows us time too to kind of rejuvenate, because it is really exhausting to
yeah,
do
it's a lot of
those.
work. So that starts in March for
Yeah.
everybody. And that will be a shawl, and it'll be like a choose your own adventure, which kind of like you get to mix and match. The last ones were all called Stitch Switch.
Mhm.
Um
Which I
They're-
don't think I have the cowls up on that yet. I know they're done. I just don't think I have them up for sale.
Okay. Yeah. There's cowls, there's shawls. I just want to make a shawl. I don't want to do a cowl.
Can I just pause you for a second?
Oh no.
Bring it here.
No, can I open it?
Laura came running down. She goes, we just got Megan Kreiner's Christmas card. She gets very excited because Megan does very unique cards. Like
Aw.
last year, what was it last year?
Oh, they were Magic the Gathering.
They were
cards.
Magic the Gathering cards, and it was like her family doing, like, it's crazy. So it says photograph record, fragile, do not drop, phonograph record, Kreiner family records, do not bend, special first class rate. All right, I'm gonna open it.
No.
You hear her?
Yeah.
She
So-
gets very excited about Megan.
Megan Kreiner does a lot of the stuffies that we have that are unbelievably amazing.
She's
But
a
you
Disney
see one
animator.
that's like, oh my gosh, I didn't design it.
So it's like an old record.
We
Okay,
still
how does
have
this
the
work?
Magic the Gathering
Says there's a
cards.
songbook here. There's like actual songs. May your holidays be filled with magical moments, handcrafted gifts, homemade sweets, and a synthetic seasonal soundtrack. Enjoy. Love the Kreiners. There is the QR code.
To listen to it.
Is this a CD? It is. It's a CD. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously. Of course. Guys, did you hear me say she's a Disney animator? Like, she's so incredibly talented.
Can I have it now?
She's absolutely fantastic. That is awesome. Yes, here you go.
That's a very impressive
Right?
Christmas card.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't do Christmas cards. There you go. You ruined it for everybody. That's why I don't do amigurumi. That's why I don't do Christmas cards.
Only
No.
Christmas card I
Actually,
can
one of
afford to.
I could spill the beans. One of the
Her-
victims.
Yeah, you're doing her pattern today,
I'm doing
aren't
her
you?
pattern today too. Yeah. What is this?
Now,
The future Mr. and Mrs. Throckmorton. No, here.
What is that?
I don't know.
Goodbye.
that's a
Anyway.
wedding invitation.
Yeah.
I know that what that
I'm like,
is.
I don't want to open that right now. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is, but we'll
Like
find
now
out.
Marley's opening mail on air.
I know. I
This is
didn't.
where we've gotten to.
Sorry. Megan Kreiner was
She's
it-
impressive. Yeah.
she's very impressive. What were we talking about? Oh, Stitches.
Okay.
Tournament of Stitches. I was looking up. I was on Ravelry trying to look up when everything was. But the cowls, I know they're together. I had meant to put them up on Etsy and I never got around to it because life.
Well, there's a lot of that. We have a lot of that. So this is where Josiah is helping Marley, is that because he's not releasing, he's highlighting 3 patterns every day in January.
Yeah.
Well, it's forcing us to make sure that there's a PDF that goes with them, because sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes it's in one website but not the other, like, because that you sell stuff on Etsy, Shopify, Ravelry, so sometimes they're not everywhere.
Yeah. Like everything that we have is on Ravelry because the old stuff is on Ravelry.
Right.
But we didn't put any of the old stuff on Etsy or Shopify. It's got to go through Robin. So Robin goes through it, fixes all the changes like what we just talked about at the start of all this, like sees if there's anything that we need to address. If I can get new pictures, if I have a sample, I try and get new pictures.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. On top of all that, Josiah has learned that his mom has a lot of finished samples that don't even have a pattern written, where I just made something. And so he pulled out, I want to say like 3 different things. And he's like, how about this? This is great. Does this have a pattern? I was like, that doesn't have a pattern. He goes, of course it doesn't. Why would you have a pattern? It's not like it's your job. And he's like beside himself. And I'm like, okay, you could just step in line with everybody else that I know. That's
Right.
I'm like, there's sometimes you just want to make something. I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to make something. I didn't care. I was just making something. So
I have a lot of that.
yeah, I was like, I didn't want to write it down. I just wanted to do it.
I don't want to think about how I have to monetize this. I don't want to think about photography.
Yes.
Just want to make something.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of that happening, and finding out that I have a lot of the old samples is really crazy. Like I didn't think I did. So I think I'll go through and try and just get a couple pictures, but I think I'm going to sell those, some of the older ones, because I really don't need them. I didn't even know I had them. And yeah, so that's all happening over here. But yeah, Josiah doing that is huge because he's going back, like way back in the archives, like way back, and pulling stuff out.
Do you have a couple of there? Do you want to show 2 or 3 that you've really liked? You don't have to try them on.
Oh,
you can just like show them.
Yeah, let me grab them.
Show
I meant
them.
to grab them, and then I lost track of time, and I just forgot.
And life happens.
So
yeah.
Talk amongst yourself. You can look at my butt on my way out.
Lovely. We'll all look at your tuchus. Wonderful.
There's so much stuff over here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I bet you like it's gotten a bit nutty over there.
Dude, it's a disaster over here.
That's what happens. You go in that back room and boom, it all comes out.
Yeah. I wore that gray shirt, the gray sweater. I wore it upstairs, so it's upstairs now.
Okay, so you can't show everybody that because that would be nice to show.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking for I have another one here. I did.
What
Look
about
blue cabled one?
that one? Has been on my list forever to get out.
Yeah.
I would like that one a lot. How about the red one? That's like a cowl kind of neck, like a mock neck.
Yeah. Let me go grab that. Yeah.
It's a lot of samples.
I have so many things, dude.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff that she's going to show us is just old patterns that she's had and that eventually we're getting to. Obviously, it'll, if it's going to be in Treat Yourself in January, you'll get an email, but it's wild how much stuff you collect after doing this for so many years.
So if you were that sweater, where would you be?
I don't like this game. I know.
I think it's here in this. I gotta just move this stuff.
Okay.
I have this huge pot. All 90 things that he wants me to photograph are sitting on my sofa.
Mm-hmm.
How many
stuff I want you to photograph? It's a mess. But Julia is 100% right. You need Lindsay to have some time to come back and help you.
Girl, I would love you guys to come back and help. Okay. Here, I can try on some of them.
Okay.
Sorry.
But like the ones that you're like, man, I forgot how, like that one that you just pulled out.
I didn't even remember this pattern. And I did this for Love of Knitting magazine. And I remember at the time I made it, it's a cowl neck with buttons that you can button up if you want, but it's not meant to be really. And it's got buttons on the cuffs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on over here and then come back.
Yeah. It has there's just like these little cute details on it, and it looked great. And I'm like, that's one of the ones that I was like, I've never seen this before in my life. I have no idea what this is.
Well, and it fits me so much differently than it fit the model, because it's a little tighter on me, but I kind of like it on me better.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is with a lot of pullovers, that like you can have multiple sizes. Like if you like something super oversized, it works. If you don't like things that are oversized and you want it more of a classic fit, that works too.
Like,
it's just really cute. Like,
can you see that?
You could see anybody going to like the office wearing that.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, like that's a great. Don't do that. You're fine. But that's really like it's a really cute sweater. Like it's a perfect office sweater. Like, it's professional looking and you're wearing something comfortable.
It's really nice. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna put.
So is that going to be part of Treat Yourself?
It was in the pile, so it must be. I don't know. It was in the pile. I literally am looking day to day. I have not looked ahead. I see what's over there, but that's all I got.
So if you like it, it's coming up. Do you have any idea what the name of it is? Nope. It's the red sweater with the towel.
Hold on, I could tell you because I know.
So funny.
I know. I didn't even remember making it. I don't think I knit it. Somebody else had to have knit it. Like one of my contractors. Hold on, I'm looking. I don't know if it was this far back or not. I'm on Ravelry,
Oh, okay.
Because it's easier.
Yeah, than the spreadsheet, because I don't even know what half the things are named.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm deep in. Bellevue tunic. The Bellevue, it was in Love of Knitting Fall 2014.
Wonderful.
So if you have that, 2014. Here, I'll put this one on next, because this was one. It was called Cobalt Cables. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Really cute.
It's this was a tweed yarn by Stacey Taki Charles. So can you see the cables? And if you made the Sazerac, this is like, it's very similar to Sazerac, right?
Yeah.
But it's got saddle shoulders. So the cables go all the way up the arms. But this is a good example of a dark yarn. You couldn't tell that has cables if I'm back here. Like, it's very hard.
No, that's why you can't make it dark.
That's why
unless you're in person. Yeah.
All right, hold
on. In person, you can see it.
Yeah, in person, it looks.
It works for that. It doesn't work for photography.
No.
This one looks great. This one has been on my list for a really long time to get out.
This was a shocker. This was one of the first pieces I put on that I was like, I wonder if I could wear this.
Well, and what I love about that is it works for a man, it works for a woman, it works for anybody.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be an heirloom that people can pass down because anyone can wear it.
Dude, I haven't had this on in a while. It's a little bit looser now.
It's wild. But it's fantastic. It's a great shape for everyone.
I love this.
Yeah.
I couldn't even, this is so great. Can you guys see the cables?
Yeah.
Like, it looks so good. Here's the back.
We can't see the cable design, but you can in the pictures. However Marley did it, you can see it in the pictures. Like, it looks really great.
It fits really nice. Mm-hmm. I really like it.
Definitely something.
I love this one so much. That's what it's all the men's pieces that I can really wear, and I'm just like, this is great.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next?
Okay, here's one. It fits snug on me.
Okay.
But I'll put it on. I need like a tank top underneath. Hold on, let me see if I have one.
Okay.
Usually I do, but I don't know.
The blue sweater is a saddle, so it's not a raglan, meaning that there's a section of the shoulder that's comes up here. So it's like your front would stop here and your shoulder would go across and then down your sleeve. It makes it so that the cable pattern can go down straight. But that's what she was wearing. The blue one is a saddle, not a raglan. I don't know what the pink, red mock cable one was. Not mock cable, mock neck one. I'm not sure what that one is yet.
All right, so I'm just putting this on with my sports bra. It is what it is. Okay, so this one, you would wear a tank top underneath it.
Yeah.
But it has thumbs.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable. It's definitely a little bit tighter. I mean, this should not be this tight. It should be a little bit looser, but it's a very, very comfortable piece. And it's Bijou Basin sport weight yarn. So it's all yak.
Yeah.
But
that's a great springtime sweater.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks terrible on me right now, but that's all right. Okay. I have this one. Hold on. Let me do this because I have been wearing this one.
You've been wearing that one.
Yeah. I am very excited. I think this is called Adam's Ribbed Cardigan, and they were doing a play on like Adam and Eve and the rib, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't name it. But this is the one that people are like, no way you made that because it's brown. You know?
I know.
I'm just like, I did.
Back in those days, somebody probably told you it needed.
Yeah, that's exactly. It has pockets.
Yeah.
I love this. It is so comfortable. It has the collar.
Mm-hmm. Like, is it the double brim?
Yeah.
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 It's super comfortable to wear.
Yeah, and it's got the, you know.
Yeah.
It's real comfortable. I like this one. Okay, and then I have another zip one. I need a shirt underneath this one. Hold on, let me go grab it. I don't know if this one will fit me, but we'll see.
Okay.
What are people saying?
They want to know if all of them are knit. So far, they're all knit.
Yeah, I don't have any crochet. I
That
don't have any crochet sweaters that are older other than the Amimono. And that's because the sweaters I did, I didn't get them back.
right. And it is a true story. Different magazines had different what they would do with their sweaters when they were done with them.
Yeah.
Some would give back to you. Most of the time, the crochet magazines would not give them back to you unless you wrote it in your contract that you have to give this back to me.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they didn't.
I don't think this one fits me. I don't know yet. Feels too small. But it's asymmetrical. Zipper.
Oh, yeah, it goes across. I like those asymmetrical ones. Those are really nice.
Is it working? I mean, I knit this one myself.
Oh yeah, that one's really cute.
And I was really into thumb holes. Yeah. Can you tell? It's very cute.
Yeah. So these are all old patterns that we're getting on the website.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all of these are. These are all coming up on the website, and it's just wild to see what they are.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all know the lipstick. So this was the after the opening night cardigan came out, and it was this shape, and it was so popular, I made the lipstick. Because it's basic stockinette, all this, and you make these separate. It's a very long scarf, a very wide scarf, and they come and they seam right here. It's very flattering.
Sandy has a great question. What happens to all the quote unquote discontinued patterns? Like when the yarn company goes away and they owned the pattern?
Sometimes they will allow the designers to have them back. Sometimes they are sold off to other companies. Like right now, Stitches or Knitters Universe, you guys remember them? They still own all their patterns. They are not giving the patterns to all of us designers, so we don't have our rights. The old magazine Crochet Today, they sold all of their patterns to Red Heart, and then Red Heart gave mine back to me. So I have all of mine from them with that. Trying to think of what else, but usually they get sold away to the new company.
Mhm.
And like Leisure Arts was sold to a different company, and they have all of my stuff now. And then I'm not making any royalties on anything anymore.
Yeah, like it depends on what your contract was. A lot of times the contract will be like, oh, the rights revert back to you after 6 months, after a year. And usually those designers will publish them eventually.
Yeah.
So like some designers have them, some don't at all.
This was just supposed to be like not a vest, maybe a vest. It was just a cover piece, just like sometimes you just want to have something on. And it was Bijou Basin. It was very, very comfortable.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really, really super nice.
Yeah, with the lace. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's very comfortable.
Well, this is exciting. There's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah, I got a ton. I mean, let me go see. Hold on. While I'm here. I mean, we've already shown some of this. Some of it I literally cannot wear.
Well, that's okay.
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's going to be. And I have a really cool gray one that I had on, but I must have worn it all the way upstairs. So it's up in my bedroom.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Not intentional. Oh, that's a workout. What's going on?
Yes. So, Elise, if I'm saying your name wrong, yes, you can negotiate for your rights back if you work for a yarn company, a magazine, a book, all of them. That's all negotiable.
Yeah.
They'll give you, like, the contract will say something, but it's all negotiable. When we first started, it was a non-negotiable. You weren't ever allowed to have your stuff back. You couldn't have your sample back. You couldn't have your rights back. But then it slowly changed as we designed. And then by the end that I was designing for magazines, it was like, oh yeah, we don't want it. Like after 6 months is yours. Do whatever you want with it. We'll send it back to you. Like that was more common.
Bijou Basin, I negotiated a lot of my patterns with them. I got my rights back after a set amount of time. And then there were a couple things I did where they had all rights. And then when they went out of business, Carl told me I could publish anything I did for them on my own, no problem. So I have a lot of those, but I don't have those samples. They sold those samples. So I have pictures that I took that we could use to do a lot of those, because there's some really great stuff there too. But yeah, that's the biggest thing with all of that. I don't know. It's nice. It's nice being able to wear things. I don't know. It's really go ahead.
It's like you have like a bonus wardrobe, which is lovely.
Yeah.
Just nice. You're like, oh, and it's nice that some things would look very, very dated, but they're slowly coming around.
Yep.
Or we're becoming old enough that we don't care. There's a duel going on there.
Yeah. But even another interesting thing, right now, everything is very boxy and oversized right now. But when we started, everything was very fitted. Like there were even the books Fitted Knits by Stephanie Jappel. Like it was very, very a big thing to fit your garments to your body.
Yes.
That's when a lot of the short row shaping for the bust came in, a lot of learning how to shape for the hourglass. And that's not my body type, which is why I was like, how do I do A-line? And so that became, I was like, Empire and A-line, that's my jam. Because I'm like, I have my belly and I don't want things tight around it, not the same as crop, because there are things that you can wear cropped and then you still have the thing underneath it. So it doesn't look, you're showing your belly. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get it. I could show my belly. My daughter's always telling me this because I want to be able to wear my sports bra and my tights to the gym. Right.
Sure.
And she's like, Mom, you can wear that now. Right. Jeelan, Marley, you could wear that now. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Mentally, I cannot wear that looking like this. Like I
Mhm.
would be so incredibly uncomfortable, and I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you could wear a crop top and have your belly show. No judgment. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just not going to wear it on me.
Yeah.
It's my own cracks, y'all. I just
It's
can't do it.
whatever
It's
makes
my
you
own
happy and makes
body
you feel comfortable.
dysmorphia, sort of whatever is happening. But I like crop tops. I like shorter cut things. I mean, I have the PDA sweater that goes just right underneath your bust. I think that is so good looking on so many body types.
Well, yeah, with your dress or your
Yeah,
not
the
jumper.
maxi dress.
What's the one piece? That's not right either.
Romper.
Romper maybe is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
because it gives you a definition. The
Exactly.
crop
And so,
definitely works for definition.
right. And the hard part is, like, as plus size ladies, especially plus size ladies of my generation, we're taught not to wear anything like that.
Mhm.
But we have to realize, hey, cutting your body up like this actually is a more flattering thing than
Mhm.
just everything very big and long and overflowing. And so, like, adding a belt, actually wearing stripes in various ways. Like my favorite sweater, if you guys noticed, that was stripes, but they were chopped up. And so it's a very flattering style. That's why I did big, bold stripes like that. Like, I think about a lot of that stuff as we go through and design things.
Yeah.
And like right now, the sweater, the sweater Robin's wearing, on her, it looks great, right? It's right at her hip length. It's long sleeve. It's all the things. On me, that sweater that she is wearing would not look the same. What was the difference in our sleeves? 4 inches?
4 inches. 4 inches. Her arms are 4 inches longer than my arms.
That's wild. That is wild.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, just learning about all of that stuff, learning about construction, sweater construction in general, whether you're going to have it fitted or not fitted, and then how the body works, and how, even though you're getting up to a 5X, that doesn't mean that you need like a 12-inch neck, right? Which makes it harder, y'all, because like if you're having 8-inch, I'm talking like 8-inch wide, right? 8 inches, going from 8 inches to 64 that's very hard when you have this minute amount of time to space to do it, because just like when you're 60, you don't have all this room, you don't want your armpit down here in your waist.
Mhm.
So, I mean, unless that's the style, unless you're going for a dolman, whatever, but like you have this amount of room to do all that shaping in, and you got to do it where it's not going to bunch up and be weird. So it's a lot of thinking you have to go through
A
to
lot.
do all of that
Mhm.
sizing. 4 more inches for Marley to hug you with. Aw,
Yeah.
look at
But
that.
it is, and it's one of those things that's an interesting perspective of when you're designing, because especially when it comes to long sleeves, we're not always, this one is in the round because it's an easy sweater.
Mhm.
So you just go in the round, you go as long as you want to go. But that's not usually the case. Usually you have to design to a certain number of rows. But now thinking about it from a customer perspective, you're like, oh, I mean, I've always told everyone that I've taught that you need to take your favorite sweater, measure it, and then go have it, like, compare it against the schematic.
Yep.
You need to know if you need longer arms, longer length. You need to know that beforehand.
Yep.
But with design wise, when we're designing, now the more that I can and whenever I can, and I can make something not be, I can say, if you need it longer, make it longer. If you need it shorter, make it shorter, versus me telling you how long or short something should be. I prefer doing that. I prefer that it's going to fit you versus you having to be like, this is going to be too short.
Yeah. Like, I remember I was in a lot of my curvy knits classes, and people would have very large upper arms, but very thin lower arms, right? So when they'd have, let's say 24, 25 inches around up here, right? And coming down. And if they just increased that and then just did the shaping like the pattern was written, they ended up with these cuffs that were massive.
Right.
And so I had to teach them, okay, what do you want this measurement to be? What do you want this measurement to be? how much space do you have to do that shaping?
Mhm.
And you don't want that measurement to be hit you up here because you are this size all the way down to here. So we need to hit it here, and then we have to have like I call it like no man's land shaping, where it's just you're just straight because you need it that size for that amount of time.
Right.
And so it became very understanding of, oh, so I have 100 rows to decrease 50 stitches.
Whatever it was,
Obviously
right.
I'm going to have to decrease every other row.
Mhm.
Okay, but if you do that, that's going to give a gentle slope. Do you want a gentle slope? Do you need it to have a little bit more up here and then more drastic down here? Like, do you need it like every fourth row and then like every second row and then every row? Like, do we have to change things up? Do we have to combine things? And when you're understanding working on your own pattern, it's easier to do that than having a designer write that for you. That's where educating the knitter or the crocheter, because this works for both, right? The skill is the same for both. The math, understanding on your own how that works, you then can customize patterns, right? You can really get it to custom fit you. You don't have to follow along blindly with what a designer wrote. But as a designer, it's very, very difficult for me to be like, okay, so you're going to go every fourth, and then you're like the fourth row, then the second row, then the fourth row, then the second row. But this size, I need you to do it. Blah 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 blah. Like, could you imagine how long that pattern would be? It would be insane. So we have to do things very systematically. Is that the word? Like, it has to be very orderly in the way we write patterns. But then you understanding how that construction works. Okay, so this is what they did. I need to change this because I need. If I do it that way, this is going to be too small by the time I get to here on my body. I need this a little bit bigger to get to here. Right. So you just take different measurements and you're just like, okay, I need to go from here to here. How many rows do I have to do it? How many things do I need to get rid of? And then just do the math for it.
And sometimes I wonder why, like, I understand why so much stuff lately is all a box. And all wide arms.
Or they crunch them all together at the end, and they're like the puff arm is very like what you have on yours,
right? Because they don't do the shaping anymore.
No.
So it's definitely one of those things that go, it's so different because before we had to calculate shaping for so much stuff. Everything was shaped.
Everything.
And now you don't see it at all. So eventually it's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
everything does.
Yeah. Eventually everything does. But it is very interesting to me where you're like, oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then and all that shaping, like changing the sleeve, like I just talked about, it's the same idea from underarm to the hem. Mm-hmm. The same thing. Mm-hmm. Where things get iffy is when you get from the underarm up. That's when there's a lot more math and stuff involved, because the distance that you have to do, like, let's look at raglan, you have from underarm to here, right? If you're doing drop shoulder, you have to then think about where the sleeve's going to hit here. If you're doing set in, are you having it set in here? Is it going to be out here? Like, how that, and that is determined by your cross back. So your armhole measurements coming in are coming to where your cross back is. Well, if you're starting out here at a 64 and the cross back needs to come in at 20, like that's a huge thing. So then you'll find the underarm on smaller sizes, they'll have an initial bind off of 1 inch, right? Larger sizes, they'll have an initial bind off of 2 inches. And it's 2 inches on this side, 2 inches on this side on the back, 2 inches on this side on the front, 2 inches on this side. So that's 4 inches that they're initially just getting rid of right away, just so they can get down to the proper cross back, right? But if you're not taught that, you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand why you just can't start with just an inch bind off like all the other smaller sizes. We need to eat up more sizes. I don't know. It's a whole, these are the things that I didn't understand when I first started. Like I was like, I don't get, I'm like, I'm just doing armholes. I didn't understand that I had to come into a certain measurement. I didn't understand what that was and how it had to fit on the body, It's just, all this stuff is just very interesting. Anyways. How did I get on that subject?
I don't know.
It's where we are. It's where we are. I don't know. I am going to have to go, because if I don't go, I'm not going to be able to get the blog post up today for you guys to get the free patterns. Because it's a set today. It's a set of patterns that are up free on the website, and then 75% off coupon. You guys get that, right? Like, these patterns are always free on my website. It's not like, oh, they're free for a limited time. The only limited time is the 75% off coupon.
Right. Like if you
which
wanted
makes
to buy the
If
PDF.
you wanted the ad-free PDF for like $3.50 or $4 or something like that, it's ridiculous. So that's the whole thing. But it's
Otherwise,
also,
the patterns are always there.
yeah, the patterns are there, but I got to get it up. Otherwise, it's not going to be there.
Right.
JoJo's already called twice. So yeah. Anyways, any questions?
Well, you don't have time for questions.
I know. I'm just like any just really quick ones. I don't see any. I think we're good.
There's good.
Next week we'll talk about the blanket crochet specifically. And that'll be it. I also need game day is going to be coming up. I'm going to have to announce game day soon.
Yep.
All right. We got this.
All right, everybody.
Have a fun week, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.